everybody, it's T with Teaquilts, and today we're here to do Teaquilts live, which I normally don't do any sewing, but I got so many things to do that I probably will sew if the comment section is in full running tonight. If you have any quilt related questions, feel free to go ahead and pop those in the chat box. Also, I'll be live on Saturday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time with another sew and chat as well. So let me see who all is in the room. I came in here a little late. I realized that my mic was, I have a drawer that I put my mic in, but I also have my remote control for my television in it, and apparently I must have bumped up against my mic, and the mic was on since Saturday, so I have no power in the mic, and I'm charging it now. So I don't have my mic today to wear. So if the volume is a little low, I apologize for that in advance. So let me pull you all up on my cell phone here. Also turn off my notifications. All right. And I can read your chat comments. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a video and or go live. And also share my friends with your other quilting friends in your guilds as well as your online groups. All right. Let's see. I'm hoping I'm in the right chat because it didn't pull up my picture that I put there. Kim was in here earlier. Maddie Barnum says hello, T and everyone. Ellen Campbell says back in the hospital again. COVID is trying to kill me, round 2. Oh my gosh. I've never heard of anybody getting it that fast again. So she says, y'all pray for me for complete healing, please. So I'll make sure that I add her to my prayer list. So sorry, Ellen, that you're going through this situation again. Vivian Calvey says hi, T and everyone. Wind Sprinter says hello, T and everyone. Vivian Calvey says yes, I will be praying for you, talking to Ellen. Deborah Quilts is here saying hello. Hi, Deborah. Katrina says hello, Miss T and friends. Vicky Lemire says prayers, Ellen, hugs. Elaine Doucette says be strong, Ellen. And also hello, T and all. Katrina says prayers for Ellen Campbell, quick recovery. Jackie K. And Ellen says my prayers go out to you. I've been dealing with very strong side effects of second shot. It's been over 2 weeks and I'm still totally exhausted with massive headaches. So sorry about that for you, Jackie, as well. Mario D is here, says hello from friendly Montreal. Thunderstorms right now, much needed rain, yes. Ella Odom says good evening, Miss T and everyone. Deborah Quilt says hello, T and all fellow quilters. Just finished dinner. Made barbecue chicken, corn on the cob, and potato salad. Elizabeth is here. Barbara Polk says hi there to everyone. I thought you wouldn't be here tonight. I said I may not. I didn't say I wouldn't. I said I may not. I never got information from my friend's sister regarding the services, so I guess I will not be going to her services. I was under the impression that they were tomorrow. They could be on a different day. I don't know. I never got any more follow-up information, so I have no idea. Maxie Doodle says hi, T. Hi, everyone. Judy Plaster says hello, everyone from Northern California. T. Roberts says good evening, fellow quilters. Gorgeous Rose says hi, T. Hi, Rose. Leetta Bryant's here, says hi, T and T quilters. And Judy is praying for Ellen Campbell. And Ellen, also Mario is praying. So, let me go back out and come back in because I feel like this chat's not keeping up. And I was right. And Judy says hello, T and quilt friends. A lot of people are praying for Ellen, so I'm going to start skipping some of those. And Elaine Doucette says something about vaccine number 2, absolutely no side effects, then got positive Lyme disease test. on Powerful Antibiotics from Northern Ontario. Wow, that's awful. Maria Mayer says hi, T and everyone. Melissa LePage says my prayers are with you. Ellen Claudette Bettis says hello, T and everyone. Scrunchian says hello. This is my first visit to your channel. Well, welcome to the channel. I hope you subscribe. Sue is here, says hello, T and all. I hit the scrap, string, and crumb lottery Sunday along with a beautiful t-shirt. Thank you very much, T. You're so welcome. I met Sue, and she thought I was bringing her like one of those small Joanne bags of scraps. I bought her one of those large Joanne bags that I like push scraps down into the bag. And the funny thing is, those strings and crumbs that I gave to you probably are about 25 to 1/3 of what I actually have. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Tiffany is here saying hi, T and friends. Hi, Tiffany and Scott. Cynthia Shade says good evening to all from Chicago. Memoirs of a Longworm Quilter says hello, T and everyone. I think that's Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. Rhonda Barlow says hey, T and everyone. June Hansen says hi, T and everyone. Melinda C says hello, T and friends. Thumbs up. Thank you. And people are welcoming scrunchions. I don't know how you say that, but I'm thinking it's scrunchions. Doretha Jackson says hi, T and everyone. Hi to you as well. Welcome to the channel. I haven't seen your name before. Darlene Crosby says hello, T and T quilting friends. Joan Hansen was here saying she'll be back. Susan T says hi, T and all the lovely T quilters. Hello, Susan. Janice Miller says hi, T and T quilters. Blessings to all. Thank you so much. Seems like we need them. Ellen's at the ER right now. Doctor says I have COVID-19 again. Want to be in ICU, but I have mucus in my lungs. Please pray for me to heal. Thank you. So hopefully she's going to be okay. Ashley Simmons says, hey everyone, this is Ashley from Boston area. Hi Ashley, welcome to the channel as well. A lot of new people. Beverly Aiken says, hello T and T quilters. And my brother is here, says, hey sis and everyone, stay safe. And a lot of people are still saying they're going to keep Ellen in her prayer, so I'm hoping that Ellen is reading some of the comments, so I'm not reading them all. Kevin's on a plane. He's hitting me through WhatsApp saying, greetings T quilters and earthlings from somewhere over the East Coast. Have fun with our Queen of Scraps tonight. He is too funny. I'm not going to respond back, but I just wanted to read his message since it just popped up. And Mario says, hi, good brother. So Pete Williams says, hi, TNT Quilters. Ellen, so sorry to hear that. Prayers to whoever desires, to all who desire them. Craft with Love 55, also a new name I haven't seen. Welcome to the channel. Says, greeting T and all T Quilters. It's good to be back on with T. This is Larissa, also known as Ellie Scrapper. Okay, because I've never seen that name. All right. Ashley says, well wishes to you as well, Ellen. And Diane talking about, where is my wrench? And people say, be safe, Kevin. Mario's reminding people to also hit the thumbs up button. Thank you, Mario. And Elaine says, kind thanks to all. And safe travels to Kevin. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I know what she's saying now. I don't know. I don't know what happened to you, Diane. Teresa McCormick says, good evening, T and T Quilters. To my So Pink saying, I want a wrench too, but with a pink handle. I need a screwdriver. We need all kinds of stuff, don't we? I feel like I just hit my hand on something. But today, I'm going to try to see if I can put this phone up here for just a little bit. This is where I get in trouble because I'm always sticking everything in this drawer. Yes, I had to change my channel name, T, in order to get back on YouTube. Oh, wow. That's awful that they just took your name away. Deborah Sims says, hi, T, and everyone from Maryland. And So Pink is laughing out loud. So, hi, Deborah. Welcome to the channel. So today, instead of me just talking, if you all got questions, I will most gladly answer them. I'm trying to just get a time so I know when to go back and look at comments if I have time. Sometimes they won't let me go back that far. But I am actually going to be doing I'm working on labels. I actually got this machine on too. Check and rethread the machine. So I guess I'll worry about that later. But I'm making quilt labels for these commission quilts. And I always wait and put my labels on so that I can sew them into two corners of the quilt. And I know some people, they do like to make triangular labels that go diagonal. I just find I waste more fabric and it takes me more time to figure out where I'm going to put my label on it. So I just stay with the regular square, rectangular type label that I use. It works for me. And then I just stick it into two corners before I put the final binding on. And then I do have to hand sew two sides. So that's the only thing that I have to hand sew on this entire quilt is this side down the label and down here. So I just got pins in it right now to hold it. Also, I put the binding on using my long arm frame. While it's on the long arm, it's a lot easier since I have less space here to deal with the quilt. I don't have to put this quilt in this area twice. I do have to finish my tails when I get to the machine, add my labels, and then I go press. I have been finding that I press with my iron to get the memory of where my fold is, but I have been using my steam press, and it really lays this binding down nice and flat, and it doesn't move while I'm stitching from the front in the ditch of the binding so that I can attach it. So I have already just done this corner just so you can see the label and the corner as I've stitched it down. And I'm using red thread. I used that for two reasons. One, because I wanted you to see it. And two, because I've used red thread through all the quilting on the front anyway. And you're not going to see this full quilt. I will be showing it in the July completed projects once I get them all done. So that's my goal. I'm trying to do one of these a day. So I'm hoping I have these done by Thursday. I don't know when I'm going to meet and give them back, but I'm hoping I can get these quilts done by Thursday. Hopefully get the taping done on Friday. So we shall see how that goes. That's my plan anyway. So let me see who else is commenting. Let's see. Diane 57 tomorrow. Thank you, T. I didn't know what she was talking about. I thought she was at home working on her sewing machine and needed a wrench. Tiffany says, I'm back. I got a phone call from the doctor's office. Mario says, lovely label. Do you create them from scratch? I do them on my, I have Custom Works, which is an old Baby Lock or Designer's Gallery type software. I don't even know if they still sell that anymore. It's so old and antiquated, but it works for making labels and doing very basic stuff. So I use it to combine designs and things like that. Stephanie says, T, is the label all embroidered? Yes, it is all embroidered. I haven't even cut the chain stitches on it yet. Carolyn Bowser says, hello, T and fellow quilters. Hi, Carolyn. Welcome. Helena Carter says, hi, T and all T quilters. Hi to you as well. So Pink says, no, Lord, not antiquated. Yes, it is. It's old. And I bet I've had that stuff for about, I'm guessing like 10, 15 years. And in technology, that is really old. Hi, Pamela. Wow. Pamela Tables here saying hi, T and everyone. I mentioned you Saturday with something you came up. And people said that they had saw you over on So Yeah sometime. So that made us feel comfortable because we hadn't heard from you in a while. So awesome to see you in the comments here. So that is just truly wonderful. Think about you a lot. I just try not to bug you, Pamela. So, my phone is falling. Remo says TNT Quilters and a thumbs up. She says hi TNT Quilters, I think, and a thumbs up. So yeah, so basically, you know, I have hardly no room here, but I'm just gonna do the best I can and hope you all can at least see some of it. Again, my mic is not working today because I must have hit the button and it was on when I pulled it out of there, which means it didn't have any power. So that's where we are right now. So people are just saying hi to Remo. Okay, just making sure. I see Mary is in here too. So uh-oh. I didn't, I just started stitching and didn't pay attention. I didn't pull my binding back. I did get a package in the mail from Beth Buellard, and I'm not sure if you're in the watching right now, but I just decided that I'll wait and do that. I don't know what it is, but I'll wait and do that on the birthday bash thing, because we're gonna just have 2 hours where I'm just gonna be on there just messing around. So I thought I would do that on a live. And also, when I saw Sue, she also gave me something. So I'll talk about that on my birthday live as well. So thank you, Sue. I think what happened was I got to the corner. I was trying to just do a corner really fast before I went live. And I forgot to fold my fabric back to make sure my fabric was in place. So now I'm going to have to pin it because I've stitched it in the wrong place. Okay. Let's see. I hope this works. All kinds of comments coming up. Oops. Pamela Tabor says, love to see your lovely face and beautiful hair. Well, thank you. Well, it's not beautiful today. I just took all the twist out and I was about to wash it, but I said, you better just wait until after you do the live, because wash day for me is like all day almost. Thank you, Tiffany, for putting the Facebook group up. And she's reminding people that if you you need to answer the 3 questions in order to get into the group. And I've just pinned it for people that are new to the channel and don't know where the Facebook group is, since Tiffany has so graciously given us the link. So thank you again, Tiffany. Do you have a special foot on your sewing machine to sew down the binding? You know what? I do have like some stuff from Bernina, but I just use my regular 97 foot. Let me make sure. Yeah, my 97D. It's a little bit open. I can see in there, and that's enough for me. So I'm not having to change feet. But I do have a foot that they make to do that, but I don't even pull it out. And Tiffany is also welcoming all the people coming on the T's chat. Don't forget to give T a thumbs up. Thank you, Tiffany. T, is your shopping trip next week? Yes, it is. My shopping trip is next week with Kevin. Craft with Love says, yeah, I've been away so long that that's Larissa, having a hard time trying to keep up, laughing out loud, but it feels great to hear your voice and you sharing with us all. So thank you. I'm hoping I got all the messages because sometimes my phone acts up and I don't see all the chats. What else? Oh, I was talking about using red thread because I've used red thread throughout the entire project. So that's why I'm using red thread. Let me back up a little bit. I got this pinned. I'm hoping I catch it this time. And if not, sometimes I'll have to go through. I should have done needle down on this, but I did not. Sometimes I have to go through, and every little now and again, I may have to hit it with, get it with my hand. Okay, what are you doing, Bernina? The gears just started rolling on here. I don't know what that's about. Let me see if it might be my bobbin. That's crazy. I'm trying to make sure, yeah, I'm still getting comments. Sharon Lewis says, hi tea and quilters from Washington, D.C. And Diane saying that should be fun tea. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the shop hop. We're going to the Iowa. It's their statewide shop hop next. Well, they've had it. They normally do it only the month of June, but because of COVID, they're also doing July. So I decided me and Kevin decided to go at the end of July because I had so many issues with family members and stuff. So I didn't want to leave town with people because I had been taking some of them to doctor's appointments and things like that. So I wanted to make sure everybody was kind of stable before I left. So that's why we are doing it the last week of July. Jackie says, wish you could join me. I'm enjoying fresh out of the oven strawberry rhubarb pie. And Susan says, that sounds wonderful. We know if this group don't like anything else, we like food. Melissa says, I wish I could join you as well, Jackie. You're making me hungry. And I haven't had dinner yet. I cooked salmon yesterday, and I made enough, so I would only have to just heat it up today. And I'll probably just put it into a salad. So all I'm doing is going right along the ditch where I sewed this binding to the front once I flipped it back. And then that should catch it on the back. Guess I should have looked again, right? See, and I missed a little spot here. It's like this corner end. You know what? I think this was the end that for some reason the quilt, the stitching was like fatter over here. I don't know if it was because I think this was the part, this is the side of the quilt that was closest to the long arm frame, and I had to stitch the 1/4 inch at an angle, and I think when I was pressing it, I realized that I had a larger than a 1/4 inch seam in some spots. So that's what this is. I tried pressing the binding back at the 1/4 inch, but it's just not catching all the way on the back. So I may have to do some hand sewing on this one. Whoops. But it won't be, I won't be doing hand sewing the entire quilt, that's for sure. Because I'm holding it down now, so it shouldn't do that. Maureen says, T, I do that all the time, cooking lots of salmon and have leftovers in a salad. Brian loves salmon, yes. Renewing our wedding vows on August 7th. That's Diane. That's really nice. That is awesome. Are you doing a big event, Diane, or doing something small at home with friends and family? That is so cool. Just trying to make sure it's catching. Yeah, it's catching for the most part, but it was a spot, and I even trimmed off some of it, and it still didn't catch when I stitched right in the ditch. So I do have a few spots I'm gonna have to get by hand. And I don't want to do a whole lot of hand sewing, so. And normally when I do these, I don't do any hand sewing, so. But I know it can happen where you miss the back. You get that seam too fat. And I've got 3 of these to do, so. Woo! I just want to get these quilts done now and get them out of my face. Sometimes I have to put them aside because this couple that ordered these quilts, they like to put their own labels on them. They like to tell you how they want them done, and sometimes I'm waiting for them to give me information. So I'm stalled out, and I was waiting for them to give me label information. I don't know what happened to my needle not staying down. Weird. I have to figure that out. And it's like, since, when I first got this machine, I set all my features up. So it's not like I changed them. So I have to figure out how to change it and make it work. And right now, ain't nobody got time for that. See how my corner looks here. See, it missed the other side. Now it should catch everything else because everything else should be the right side. That's just that side that I put up against that frame, and it's just a little bit fatter there. And I hope I put enough red thread in this bobbin too to finish this. Let me see who else is commenting. T, a birthday cash app is on its way. Enjoy. Well, that's nice. Thank you, Helena. And Mary is asking Mario, how do you cook the salmon? She's asking him. I'm sure he's told her. I like mine. I just put it on a air fryer. It comes out really good. I make sure you spray the rack before you put it in, and then I put just a little oil on the salmon, and then put my seasonings. Little olive oil. And Stephanie saying, I want to try that binding method you're doing, T. Diane says, small at church, few friends and family. That's going to be nice, Diane. That's really awesome. So happy for you. T, when sewing it down first, did you use a 1/4 seam or larger? I had no luck when trying it with 2.5-inch binding strips. You want to use 1/4, but not go over. And I think mine's went over on that side because I had to like angle my ruler to put it up against my feed dog. I normally use the edge of my hopper foot, which is 1/4 of an inch. So that's what I use. And then it also depends on the batting that you're using too. A puffier batting will take up more room when you're flipping it over, like an 80-20 as compared to using like a 100% cotton. And this is a 80-20 in here. And Mario poaches it in a light fish broth. This way, when it's cooling down, it is easy to remove the skin and the brownish fat. Diane says she's surprised her hubby and planned it all. That's nice. Maybe that was the noise you heard when the gears were turning, T. I don't know. The gears shouldn't have been doing that because all I did was just stop to turn a corner. So I don't know what was up with that. That was Larissa. And C-Rox is here saying good evening, T and Quilters. Hello to you as well. A lot of people are congratulating Diane as well. And Tiffany says on Saturday she missed because she was driving her daughter 4 hours and back She said 4 hours to my daughter's and back, and I couldn't watch and drive. Okay, that's pretty cool. Glad you. Hope you had fun. And Remo saying like the way you did the binding. Well, thank you. So. I know on the next one I better make sure when I'm stitching the binding on my long arm, I got to make sure when I'm on that side that I make sure I get that down, because I've got it laid down. I'm trying to make sure I'm holding it down here and make sure you're right in that ditch. Let me make sure. Okay. Whoops, got out a little bit. So, and this end is flipping up. But I found with the steam press, the binding stays down flat a little bit better. And I did have one spot where I pressed it wrong, and it's coming up right now. So I'm going to try to pull it further back and hold it. Okay, this end and that end. I think I got one more side to do, maybe. You know how when you're doing binding and you think you got one more side to do, and then you turn the corner again, and then and then you turn the corner again. It's like, is this thing ever ending or what? Especially when I have like bed-size quilts. I feel like it's never ending. I got this, put this needle down because it sure isn't letting me put the needle down for some reason. And I've got to push this under. Oops. I think we're on the long side again. Yep. Guys, I see comments, but let me get this corner turned here. Get this down. And normally I would have used blue, but I was like, I just didn't want to incorporate another color thread. And if the red shows, it's fine because it's quilted with red. That was my rationale for it. I thought about using the powder blue thread, but my ditch has more red than blue on the front, so I didn't care what the back looks like. And the red actually matches the fabric on the back, so that'll be fine in the end. So one quilt a day, and I've already started I got all my labels made. I'm working on stitching the second one. I walked out of here and came back, and I got a message up here saying my thread broke or something, so just decided not to start that back up while I was live. That embroidery machine can be really loud. Now this side over here just looks like it's a little bit smaller, like regular size to me. Let me see. Yep. So I got plenty of room over here. It's just that other side. I'm going to have to watch that when I'm angling that ruler. And the reason I have to angle the ruler is because it's up against, I have leader grips on. And so I have the plastic clip that's got my quilt back onto the frame, and it's too close to that. And so I can't lay the ruler down flat. I need to find a thick ruler that's only 1 inch wide. That's what I need. Or make some kind of cardboard something. Maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll just make my own with chipboard. Just add different layers of chipboard and glue them all together. Because I need something that's just really tiny. I don't need the measurements. I just need something I can lay flat. And my ruler is about 2.5, 3 inches wide, the smallest one I have. And you can't use regular rotary cut rulers because they're not thick enough. So I'll just make something. I think I'm coming up to my last corner, so I'm just going to keep sewing just to get this off of here so I can chat with you guys. Yep, because I'm coming up on the thread that I left long, so I knew where to stop. And hopefully I don't run out of thread. About 5 more inches here. Not even 5. It's already up here. Alright. And then I'm going to clip this long thread because I'll forget later. So. And then you know when you live sew in front of people. I sewed this whole bottom. No issues. And then I go live and have issues. So yeah, but it looks okay. We'll finish this off, but I'll give you all a little sneak peek of some of the quilting. Like I said, this room is so small that you can't see anything in here, but it's got, I can't get any closer. It's got like a baseball bat. You can see that right here. It's got the ball right here. And it has a mitt. Trying to find a mitt. Here's a better baseball right here. Right here. I can't see and put it up. Somewhere in this area is a baseball. And then I gotta find a mitt. If I can find it. Let's see. Here's a mitt over here. Up here in the top, somewhere up in here is a mitt. So I really like this panto, and am looking forward to putting it on my quilt whenever I get my quilt finished. I don't know why this is, where it even come from. The quilt grabbed it, probably grabbed it out of here. So let's get my phone so I can look at the comments here. So, let's see. Let me go back. Ooh, lots of comments I missed. Hold on. I think Tiffany was the last one I read. I think Nisima says, hey T and everybody. Hi Nisima. It sounded like my gears were going berserk last night, but I had not threaded it right. Corrected and it was all okay. And that's why I was wondering if it had like pulled on the bobbin or something when I stopped. LaConte Middleton, hello to you. Says good evening. Mary says thank you at Mario and T. Kevin the Quilter made it in. Talking about just landed at DC Reagan, and what have I missed? What have I missed? Nothing. Amelia Rubio says hi T and everyone. Thank you, Miss T, for sharing your time with us. You're so welcome. Check your needle. I just changed my needle because remember I was sewing on some batik and I had my customer's batik quilt and I changed my needle after that. And I haven't really been sewing. I sewed Saturday in the live sewing chat and then today. Yes, I almost forgot to ask since I had to change my channel. Do I have to request to get back in the Facebook group? You shouldn't if you were already in the Facebook group. If you have to go see if you can get in. That would be up to you. I don't know if you had to change your whole Google account. I don't know what's going on with that. So you may have to. Let's see. is here. Tom Eckery says, hi, T and T Quilters. Hi, Tom. Welcome. Let's see. So, well, Kevin, I won the scrap screen and crumb lottery with the beautiful T-shirt. T will fill you in. She's laughing. Bonita Nance came in. Message was retracted. Scott, go to Home Depot and get them to cut you a piece of plexiglass to fit. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can do that, or I can just do something here too. We'll see what I do. I go to Home Depot, I gotta leave my house, right? It's like I just don't go anywhere now. I just use the pandemic now as an excuse not to go anywhere. Ain't that crazy? Francis Jackson is here, says hi, T and everyone. T, I responded to your email. Okay, thank you. Kevin says, I heard about that, Sue. Have fun with them. Bonita Nan says, hey, Miss T and everyone. I almost forgot. Diane says, very cute. They're talking about the quilting. Mario says, was that a program pattern? Yes, that is a program pattern. I have a panto that I had purchased, paper panto that I had purchased years ago from my husband that dealt with bowling, and it had like strikes and bowling pins, and it had the word strike, bowling pins, and the ball, and all of that kind of stuff. And the number of times I had to do backtracking, I told him I'd never use that panto again. So I'm going to see if I can try to program that and make it a computerized one. But it's certain pantos. These are my more custom pantos that I should be charging more for, but I just decided, okay, I hadn't used them. So let me just go ahead and put them on these quilts, and then I'll know how long each of them take to stitch out. They take a little bit longer to stitch out. And Sue says, I intend to go on vacation in 2 weeks. Guess what my project will be? Yeah, she asked for strings, but I gave her strings, crumbs, scraps, whatever I had that I was going through. It's like, be sorry what you asked for over here, because I started throwing everything in that bag. But it should be a very nice little time of just playing. I bet out of that bag, she probably can make 4 quilts out of that stuff if she just did string and crumb blocks, I bet. Because they never disappear over here. T says, I marinate my salmon and grill. Made some Sunday. That's nice. Kevin says, beautiful job as usual, Miss T. Thank you, Kevin. Dora Camarina says, very nice, T. Love the quilting. Thank you. And Diane says T was beating on her sewing machine. Yep, probably was. Tiffany is eating, says, I have 2 quilts on need of binding, trying free motion on one. That's nice. Vivian says, yes, T, my house is the safest place I know. Yeah, she's talking about when I was talking about not going out. Mary says, wow, neat, T. Thank you, Mary. Stephanie says, I'm sorry, T, but I have to go. We're celebrating Game 6 and hoping to bring home the championship with you all later. Good luck to your team, Stephanie. Yes, I had to change the Google as well, so that's why I was asking. So I will try to see if I can get in. Yeah, so you may have to end up, if you had to change on everything, it seems like you lost your main Google account, and then once you do that, they link your other accounts to it, although you could have different passwords. So if you can't get into the main Google, they may not let you into the Facebook either. So sorry you're going through that, Larissa. So yeah, anybody got any questions they want to ask? We got like 15 minutes. Hold on. Helena, I do see your CashApp, so thank you so much. And I'm going to just save it and read it all next Saturday, but I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. My niece's birthday is today, and I had sent her CashApp today, so she was calling me, thanking me for her. So Sandra Agar is here saying, hello, everybody. I had hip replacement surgery yesterday, but in spite of the pain, looking forward to Teaquilts tonight. Bless me. So prayers for you, Sandra, praying everything is going well for you and that you heal immediately and 100% as well, so you don't have to go through that again. So Hopefully you'll be walking a whole lot better. And Mary says, I'm with you at T. I really dislike going anywhere and do everything I can to avoid it, especially with the Delta variant being so prevalent. Yeah, and you know, Missouri is one. I think we were number 2. I haven't even paid attention to see if we're still number 2 or if we're number 1, but I know that they were concerned because the numbers were still higher than they want. So, yeah, I'll be trying to stay away from people as much as I can. And Darlene says to Sandra, wishing you a speedy recovery. Glad your hip replacement surgery went well, from Diane 57. So, very supportive group. Just make a global prayer for all the quilters, that all quilters are well, and we'll know that that includes all the people in here as well that's needing prayers. And I'm assuming that they've taken Ellen in somewhere, because she hasn't responded in a while. So don't forget to Ellen's also back in the hospital saying that they think she's got COVID-19 again. So I don't know. I didn't know you could get it twice that fast, or if it was never cured the first time. So um, prayers for her as well. Sue says, I know that we use phone book paper for string piecing. Do you also use it for crumbs? Thanks. Nope. I just sew my fabric together, and then I make sure that I just press in between. Either sometimes if my fabric's already starched, then I don't, if it's wrinkle free, then I just use my my little wood press. But if I need to, I make sure that I press everything so it's nice and flat, so when I add the next piece across, I got something that I can eyeball a straight line off of. Ella says, T, where do you buy water African print fabric? You know, that's one of the things that I've been trying to, I'm going to hold off on that, because I'm trying to see if I can become a distributor for them. And so I have bought some in the past that I just bought straight out, and then I just resold it at basically the same price, just so I could, just to see what the fabric was like. And I am thinking about becoming a distributor for that. So I'll just hold off on that for a little bit. If you don't hear about it in a month or two, then just ask me the question again, and then I'll go ahead and share it at that point. But I'm trying to set up some affiliations with that, because I do want to sell that as well. Another affiliation, I know you all know that I have done Butler videos, which is the robotics that's on my long arm, through a company called Quilt Easy. I'm also an official affiliate with them, and also an official educator with them. So they are like referring people to me to do like one-on-one training with people that are having issues with Butler. And the funny thing is, you know, I could charge people just outright for their services, but when they've been contacting me, I just basically been referring them to my Butler videos that I've already uploaded so far, because I feel like using computer technology, it's like one of those things, if you're new to it, it's a lot easier if you go and do some of it yourself. And then what I like to do with people is do more advanced one-on-one, like once you understand the basics, and then I can go over the stuff that you have a question about. Well, why is it like this or something? And not understanding exactly what it is that you're doing. You're just going through the motions, but not fully understanding it. And I think you'll get a lot more from training than me just telling you to press buttons and how to set up your panto. So I still refer people to my videos, and then I do one-on-one for fine-tuning. They also are going to start releasing videos with Quilt Easy, with various people, quilters who are using their Butler robotics. They call it Perfect Stitch. They're going to be doing that, and I've done a recording with them. That was the same day that I did the video for my upload. I'm like, okay, since I'm here with all this makeup on, I may as well go ahead and change my channel intro. So it was like a twofold thing. I utilized the fact that I had to do a video chat with them, and then they were recording that. So hopefully that should be coming out soon. And I'll give you all a link. Maybe I'll put a post on my community page so you all can see my interview with Quilt Easy. So it's pretty cool. And they also got something new coming out. And I'm not sure if they want me to like spill the beans. So I'm holding information. And I've been holding information for a while. I've been waiting on them to say when they're gonna put it out, and I went to their website today and still didn't see it out there, and I was told it was gonna come out on Monday, so I haven't seen it yet, so I'm holding off providing some information. So, but in my interview I also talk about the new product. So Elaine says, ooh, that would be great, T, a distributor. Yeah. And what happens is if you ever buy anything from them, you just send them an email and say that Teaquilts referred me, and then they'll know that I was the reason that you came over and purchased anything from their site. They're not as sophisticated as some of the, you got to remember when you're selling a high point product, it's not like you're selling AccuQuilt dies that are at a $50 price point over something that's at a $7,000 price point. So you've got to, they don't have as sophisticated systems in place yet. So, and they are working on like they've updated some of the stuff, and so they're just working on things right now. But it takes time, especially when you are a small company, to make major changes. So, hi, Sin Forest. And Mary says, wow, congrats at T for becoming an educator. Well, thank you. So, yeah. And I do like teaching, and I do like hands-on teaching as well. I wish that, you know, I could do something like that local where we had space that we could do that, where we had a system set up. I keep saying in my head, one of these days I might open the store, and then it's like, you know what? You're too old for that. I don't know if I want to work that hard. I remember I've told you all before, I'm like really content with where I am in my life. And it's not that I don't want to work harder, but it's like I'm a one person and I do a whole lot now. And so I'm not really wanting to grow a whole lot. So just having a storefront just seems like that's just way too much. So, but I would really like to be able to teach hands-on on Butler. And maybe I might do that with people that are local that purchase it. You know, I just might do one-on-one training in person with people that purchase it just here in my area, or that are traveling through, or, you know, traveling through the area and want to get training, stuff like that. So, yes. Yeah, I know what you meant, Mary. And that's the other thing, too. It's like all of the quilt guilds are back in, and so everybody is now calling me to go and teach, because I'm, you know, all of my local people like in the metro area. And I say that because, you know, they could be Illinois, as far as I'm talking about, like up to like 100 miles from my house, people are calling me. So they're ready to get people in, and so what they're doing is they're trying to pull the local people. They still consider me local, and get us in over pulling somebody that's got to fly in, or that's going to have like 300 or 400 miles each way over that. So that's kind of how it's going right now. So I'm also slated to be the main speaker and present a workshop for the Missouri State Quilters Guild. So if you are a member of that guild, we have a retreat in October, and I'm the main speaker for that. So that's going to be interesting as well. I've attended that about 3 or 4 times as a participant. So it's going to be interesting now to be in there as the main speaker. Tiffany's back talking about she's full. Thanks, Ian. Maddie says it's pretty. I don't know who she's talking to. I'm laughing at Ian's comment. Sandra says, does Bertla work on a Innova long arm? from what my understanding is that Butler will work on any long arm system. And they had originally said that Gamma was the hardest for it to be installed on. So that I found pretty interesting. And it is some people that have purchased Butler. I know the girl, they had done Butler has been doing a lot of giveaways, and they've given away 2 complete systems over this year. And the last person that won put on in the group that she had installed her system herself. So she did hers herself. I know the guy, when he did mine, because of all the different buttons and controls that are on the Gamma, when we've got control on front and back, that he was doing a lot of wiring to get Butler to hook up to my system. So I just decided I'd pay somebody to do it because I'd already been told that it's a little bit cumbersome on the Gamma. So I have a friend that has it on her Gamma, and she had already warned me, said that her husband did hers. And I said, well, do he want me to pay him to do mine? She said he told me he wasn't doing that again. So, but hers run just fine. He did a great job. He just don't want to do it again. So, and Tiffany's talking about her eating her breakfast burrito. So that's pretty cool. So, I didn't have like an agenda because I'm still sorting fabrics since I kind of got stuff into, like I have like containers. Like I have these plastic containers here that have old projects in them because I got all the fabrics pulled out. It's stuff like that I'm going through, and I'm sorting everything. Got a piece of wood, like a splinter or something on my neck. Don't know where that come from. Must have come from the baseball bat. But it's like just trying to keep organizing, keep moving stuff. So I'm still doing that. And so I got stuff that I just put into my back room that I need to clean out. So I'm just going in there every day, and I pull out 1 or 2 bags or baskets or containers, and I'm trying to sort that kind of stuff. So I'm still doing that, and we'll be doing that for a while because I not only have quilting stuff, I got scrapbooking stuff too. So okay, just trying to make sure I don't see any more comments. So we're going to end up getting off here early tonight. I'm trying to make sure I don't have anybody trying to contact me. I think we're all set. And Diane talking about what baseball bat. And the one that's in the Cardinals quilt, I was just joking. Betsy is here. She says, did you see where the quilted fox is moving? No, I missed that. I must have if I got an email today, I missed it. So do you know, Betsy? Or have they announced? Sin says all good looking women need a baseball bat. Come on, Carrie. Laughing out loud. That's funny. Francis says, T, what size needles do you use for batik? I still use the same size, my size 11 needle. Oh my gosh. They're going to be close to Jackman's? Wow, okay. That's Betsy's going to be in trouble. She's got Quilted Fox and Jackman's and Batik Plus is all going to be in her neighborhood. You're going to be messed up. Yep. So I just use I don't use any different needle when I sew with batiks. I already sew with a smaller needle, and I recommend a smaller needle because I feel like batiks, it's easy to put a hole in there. And I do notice that when I spray with water or starch and try to smooth them out, it takes a little bit more for holes to disappear in batik fabric. So I try to just use a smaller needle as possible. So since I'm already sewing with a small needle, that's what I use. If you get a splinter from a quilted baseball bat, you must have hit the quilted ball way too hard. Yes. And Darlene is telling everybody good night, quilter friend. So that's going to be it, guys. We're going to go ahead and end. Come back Saturday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll have sewing chat. Hopefully, I'll be working back on the patriotic quilt. Should be finishing that up. I haven't even had time to press the seams on that, or haven't taken the time, because I guess I could have done it today if I wasn't working on these quilts. But my goal is to get these quilts done one a day. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do any little hand repair I need to do on this red one. So the binding down on the label down on those two sides. And then I'm going to be done with one quilt. So I've got one quilt done. I'm working on the second label, so I'm ahead for tomorrow. So just trying to get things done. So thank you, guys. You all stay blessed, be safe, and quilt out, everybody. See you all Saturday. And Pamela also says, good night, everyone. Have a great rest of the week and weekend. And thanks, Pamela, for popping in. I really appreciate it. We just, we know that you're not able to get into all of these lives every day. Know you got to share your love with everybody, but we just feel so comforted in knowing that you're still with us. Just letting us know you're still here. That's nice. So thank you so much, Pamela. Good night, everybody. See you on Saturday.